The rumble of the train wheels echoed through the old carriage, a rhythmic lullaby that lulled young Maya into a sense of tranquility. She was nestled in her seat, a worn paperback clutched in her hands, her brow furrowed in concentration as she delved into the fantastical world within its pages. The train journey was a familiar ritual for Maya, a time for escape and adventure, a world away from the mundane routine of her life. As the train snaked through the winding tracks, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows that danced across the carriage. Maya, engrossed in her book, barely noticed the deepening gloom. She was lost in a thrilling chase scene, her heart pounding in sync with the protagonists. A sudden gust of wind, colder than the autumn air outside, swept through the carriage, extinguishing the flickering lamp above Maya's seat. She jumped, startled, her book tumbling to the floor. As she reached for it, her fingers brushed against something cold and metallic. Panic surged through her. She fumbled in the darkness, her heart hammering against her ribs. Her hand touched a smooth metallic surface, cold and clammy. It felt like a hand, a skeletal hand, its touch sending shivers down her spine. Maya screamed, her voice echoing through the silent carriage. The sound was cut short by a gasp, a sound that seemed to come from the very seat beside her. She whirled around, her eyes wide with terror. In the dim light filtering through the window, she saw a figure, a woman, her face pale and gaunt, her eyes hollow and dark. The woman's lips moved, forming silent words, her gaze fixed on Maya, an eerie intensity in her eyes. Maya's blood ran cold. She scrambled backwards, her eyes darting around the carriage, searching for an escape, but the door was locked. She was trapped, alone with the spectral woman. The woman leaned closer, her breath, cold and ghostly, fanning Maya's face. Maya could feel the chill seeping into her bones, her fear intensifying with every passing second. Suddenly, the woman's hand reached out, her long skeletal fingers brushing against Maya's cheek. Maya screamed, her voice echoing through the carriage, her heart pounding like a drum. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the woman vanished, leaving behind only the lingering scent of dust and decay. Maya gasped for breath, her body trembling uncontrollably. She closed her eyes, trying to calm her racing heart, but the image of the woman's haunting gaze remained etched in her mind. When the train finally pulled into the station, Maya stumbled out, her legs weak and shaky. She rushed home, the incident replaying in her mind like a horror film. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched, that the woman was still following her. Days turned into weeks, but Maya couldn't escape the haunting memories of her encounter on the train. She became withdrawn, her once vibrant spirit dimmed by the fear that had taken root within her. One day, while browsing through a dusty bookstore, Maya stumbled upon an old leather-bound book. Curiosity piqued, she bought the book and took it home. As she turned the pages, her heart pounded. The book recounted the tale of a young woman named Emily, a passenger on the very same train, who had mysteriously vanished without a trace. The description of the woman, her pale face, her hollow eyes, matched the spectral figure Maya had encountered. The book revealed that Emily had been a victim of a tragic accident, her spirit forever bound to the train, searching for solace and closure. Maya realized that the woman she had seen was not a ghost, but a lost soul, trapped in a timeless limbo. With this knowledge, Maya felt a surge of sympathy for the woman. She understood that the woman was not a malevolent spirit, but a victim of circumstance, forever bound to the train, unable to find peace. Maya decided to help Emily. She began visiting the train station, hoping to make contact with the woman's spirit. She would sit on the same carriage, reading Emily's favorite book, a copy she had found in the bookstore. One day, as she sat reading, a cold gust of wind swept through the carriage, extinguishing the lamp above her seat. Maya's heart skipped a beat, but this time she didn't panic. She closed her eyes, focusing her thoughts on Emily, sending her a message of compassion and understanding. Suddenly, she felt a presence beside her, a gentle touch on her shoulder. She opened her eyes, but there was no one there. Yet she felt a sense of peace, a feeling of warmth and comfort. From that day on, Maya continued to visit the train station, offering Emily her friendship and understanding. She never saw the woman again, but she knew that Emily was no longer alone, that she had finally found peace. As for Maya, she had faced her fear, helped a lost soul, and found closure for herself.